What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Gad Talks. Today we are going to be comparing two quite similar watches in its basic functions, but one of them is going to be a lot more expensive than the other. So we are going to see if it's going to be worth the extra $50 in price to get a more expensive smartwatch operating on an Android system. So, we're going to do a quick introduction here. First of all, we're going to have the L5 Fitness Tracker Smartwatch. And on the right, we're going to have the i6 3G Fitness Tracker Android Smartwatch. The only difference here, at least in terms of its functions, is that the i6 has a Android operating system. This watch costs anywhere from $90 to $110, while this watch costs anywhere from the mid-30s to mid-40s, depending on the seller and website that you choose to get it from. Now, before we begin, if you guys have not yet already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I'll be coming out with new weekly videos on the latest gadgets, electronics, and smartwatches. And if you guys do want to go and proceed to purchase these watches after this video, you guys can use my affiliate link in the video description below, and I will earn a commission at no extra cost to you. Let's begin. So we're going to begin with the L5 Smartwatch first. This smartwatch comes with just the fitness tracker functions and time telling, and some other basic functions that come with a basic smartwatch. Like I said, this one goes from anywhere between the mid-30s to mid-40s USD dollars price range. Now let's check out what this watch has to offer. In terms of its watch face, this watch has it comes with 4 watch faces, so not too many, but I think all of these watch faces are pretty nicely done, and it's got some very cool graphics to it, so it doesn't look blurry or it doesn't look very dim like some other cheaper smartwatches, or even some other smartwatches that are in its price range. But this watch is just very nicely done. It's got some really nice details, and you don't really have to squint your eyes to actually play with the watch. Now let's put this watch on. This watch also comes with the standard silicone band, but in my opinion, it's got a very nice feel to it. It's not just a solid standard silicone band, but it feels nice. It's also got some carbon fiber details to the case, and the case looks nice as well. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's on. Now, let's browse through some of the other functions. You can do that by right swiping on the home menu, on the home face. This will track your steps, calories. You also have a multi-sport mode here. This is in Chinese right now, but when you do get your watch, you do want to switch to your primary language. Luckily, I could understand some Chinese, so we can actually go through this, and I can translate for y'all. This will be walking, running, cycling, hiking, swimming, soccer, basketball, ping pong, badminton. So quite a few sports you can actually choose from to actually track some of your fitness data. You're also going to have your heart rate monitor. We're not going to go through this right now, because we're going to try to keep this video very concise. Sleep monitor, stopwatch, music control, just other basic functions such as anti-lost. I think for what it's worth, this watch does hold quite a bit of a battery power. So I think I've actually charged this maybe once every 3 days. But again, I don't really fully use its functions. I really just use it to tell time. Another thing is that this watch does come with the gesture control, so you can just really wave your hand and your time will come on, so you don't have to press any buttons. It also does come with a little flashlight on, right next to your case right here, and you can turn that on by pressing the lower right hand button. So it's kind of neat, just with its bonus features. The touchscreen is very nice to work through. It doesn't feel like it's bad quality. So for what it's worth, I do like this watch very much. And I wear smartwatches for its looks. I don't really use it to actually browse through a lot of its functions because I'm a smartphone user. I always have my smartphone with me, so I don't see the point of just, going through your little screen and doing the same thing as you could on your smartphone. So for anything under $50, this is a very nice smartwatch. Now this is the i6 3G Android Smartwatch. With that said, you can actually connect this smartwatch to your Wi-Fi. It doesn't come with a SIM card slot though, so you can't really operate this watch entirely on its own, which is not a problem to me because, like I said, I wear smartwatches for its look and as an accessory, not to actually use its features. The only features I would actually use are maybe its fitness features to actually track heart rate and blood pressure. But anything other than that, I have my smartphone for that, so it's not a problem to me. And this watch comes with quite a few watch faces as well, mainly analog based. A few digital smartwatch looking faces. But you could go ahead and download other watch faces as well, as it looks like you can actually just install more here if you get just tired of what's pre-installed. This watch got its own style here. It's got a leather band, and the watch face and the case feels bigger than quite a bit of other smartwatches I've seen. So this is more of a masculine watch. Now, I do like the interface of the menu because it's very clear. You can tell, what icon does exactly what. I've seen other watches where it's just a nightmare to actually browse through, and I will actually post a video on that specific watch I'm talking about, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you want to actually just connect to Wi-Fi, which I've already done with this watch, for time's sake, you want to go through the settings in its menu and go through connect, and you're going to have Wi-Fi here, and as you can see, we've already connected to a Wi-Fi network. So let's see how we can actually browse with this watch right now. So go to your browser and let's check the weather, shall we? Okay, so the weather's coming up. Today is a good day. Alright, so that's how you browse through, in a nutshell. You can also use a lot of its other basic functions that an Android smartwatch comes with. It also has a health function here. This one really only gives you a heart rate monitor, which is the same as the L5 Smartwatch. I am a little disappointed in that regards because, for the price that you're paying, I've seen a lot of smartwatches that come with the blood pressure monitor, and that is also a very good function to have. And we're not going to go through this right now, but that's how you get your heart rate. If you want to install anything else on your watch, you can go through your Play Store. It is on an Android operating system. So that's a big plus if you like playing around on your watch quite much. Okay, so that's how you do that. You also have maps and other basic features of this watch. This watch is also compatible with an Android and an iPhone. So I believe if you want to actually switch your connecting device to an iPhone, you would actually press this. But that is basically it for the functions on the i6 3G Android smartwatch. Now, do I think this watch is worth the extra $50? I like the case very much, but it's also very similar to the L5 case. I like its style, but I'm not really a fan of the leather band because when you wash your hands, accidentally water gets into it over and over again. It's going to damage the band, and you eventually have a very crumpled up band. So I definitely prefer my watches to have a silicone band so I don't have to stress about that. Like I said, I don't really play around with the smartwatches for its features. I really just wear it for looks. So, in my opinion, I'm not going to pay the extra $50 for the Android operating system. But for those of you who wear smartwatches for more than its looks, based on what you've seen here, I do like the interface, and the screen here is actually very big. It's a very nice guy's watch. So for someone like that, who would like to play around with the features on the smartwatch, this may be the watch for you. And this concludes my short video of comparing the i6 and the L5 fitness tracker smartwatches. If you guys would actually like to purchase these watches, you guys can use my eBay link below, which would take you to trusted sellers. And I will earn a commission, no extra cost to you. I will see you guys next time.